this really an end of an era. They just said, I think during the weekend, the city of Miami Beach is now saying, all y'all fucking kids, get the fuck out the city. We're tired of you blowing up South Beach every single March. And what is it? Today's the 3rd?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's people that are starting their spring break real early. And, well, then again, does it usually start around like that early March time, or is it like middle March still?
This is spring break period.
It's still spring break period?
It's spring break period. They'll probably start hitting spring break next week. And then it goes all the way up to the end of April. And I fuck with it. I've been to Miami spring break. What
year was it?
2012. So it was.
That sounds like debauchery.
Yeah, I was literally about to say peak debauchery time, bruh. Listen, the things I've seen in that Miami trip, not to be said again, or not to be said.
Where was your hotel?
I had a hotel off Ocean.
How much weed did you smell that weekend?
I don't remember. I mean, my friends were smoking weed and doing all types of stuff, but it was a crazy trip because I remember we went out to the beach, and it's like beaches in Miami. It's not really the beach. It's like you out there, but you're not out there to like swim. You out there to like find some shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
pretty
saying?
much.
Like that's literally what it is in Miami, right? So my boys at the time that I used to hang with, they had met a bunch of strippers who were just on the beach out there, and they had rented I have a video of this. I gotta send you the video of my Miami trip. I made a vlog
of the stripping.
No, not the strippers. The strippers were out of it. They were not in the video at all.
Okay.
And in fact, like whenever the strippers were around, like they were like, put that fucking camera on. I was like, all right.
They're like, no, they're like, they don't make it hot. I wonder where they were stripping at now. Damn, there's a list.
So there was like 4 or 5 of them, and then I had the statute of limitations is over. This is over 10 years old, right? The statute of limitations
12 years ago
is over. So they met the strippers. They went back to their little spot, and I'm just chilling. I'm just kicking it in there with all of them. And like one of the people that we knew, like, because it was our group and there was another group from our college that went to. He was one of the guys in the corner, and my boy, no names, I'm gonna call him Bill. He went over there and slapped this one and said, "Put your fucking phone away. No fucking phones allowed," because all of the girls is in there.
Yeah. So
like I'm chilling, I'm like kicking it. I went on the balcony. I walk back out. It's niggas. It's Carcosa in that bitch. It was. I walk in the bathroom. Niggas fucking one of the strippers. I'm like, all right, bet.
Was that how quick you closed the door?
I was like, all right, bet. I went to the other bedroom. I was like, somebody else is doing it. I was just like, yeah, this ain't really my bag. So I just left and walked and got a pizza and went back to my hotel room and went to sleep.
I just cooled it.
I kicked it. I kicked it hard there. But yeah, that was just like the type of shit. Like we met some bums there. This is crazy. But it was like, that's the type of shit you get into.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I've only been, not specifically for spring break, but I've been in South Beach during spring. Well, technically twice. One was around that 20, what was it? 20, God, what were the Heat in the playoffs? I think that was that 2013.
11, 12, 13?
It might have been like 12 or 13. I think that time. I was going to see a girl that I was with at the time, and I was just like, it is loud as fuck out here.
Why was she there?
Doing a lot.
Why was she there?
She, at the time, was working for H&M, and H&M was just starting to get into Miami real estate. Well, not Miami real estate, but they were just opening up their first Miami store, so she was assisting with that.
Yeah, that's debaucherous already. But here's the thing. After being out there and seeing that it probably got worse, especially after COVID, right? I completely respect Miami's decision to do this.
I hope they do it for more beaches because people don't stop. I'm sure they're gonna blow up Las Olas. They're gonna be like, all right, fuck South Beach then. Let's go up 20 minutes up and go to Las Olas.
Go to Tampa. Tampa seems to be perfectly suited for that type of shit if y'all don't want to do that type of shit.
Tampa's already got enough going on. I don't know if they want to take on spring break.
More niggas. Because the thing is, niggas don't go to Tampa because you can't be a nigga in Tampa. Like they don't play that shit in Tampa. Jacksonville, they don't play that shit. Tallahassee, they don't play that shit. Fucking, I guess Orlando ain't shit to do out there.
If you want to be old school, well, I don't know. Is Daytona old school? Do people still go to Daytona Beach for spring break? That sounds like a 1996 spring break.
That sounds like 45-year-olds going on spring break in Daytona. I mean, you let me know. Amp, let us know.
That sounds like, look at that girl with the Daytona on. That looks like that type of spring break. I don't know if I'm going to Daytona for spring break.
Listen to the Tootsie Roll, bro. Ain't no fucking way I'm doing that shit. But again, I like the video they put out. I thought the video was dope. They clearly spent a lot of money to let niggas know not to come over here.
Yes, get the fuck out the city.
It's over with.
Y'all are doing too much. And then last year there were deaths and shootings and shit like that.
I think that was a turning point.
Yeah.
Was that because they already got to deal with that, and then 7 months later, it's Basel. Yeah, but I mean, even before that, it's 3 months later. It's Rolling Loud. They got to deal with a bunch of shit. It's like this is a tourist spot all the time. Y'all let them have spring break again. Let them have it back. They can have spring break again. They said there's no drinking outside no more. There's a hard curfew in Miami now during spring break, and only during those times because again, it's pretty slow anytime else.
And there's gonna be bag search. Don't try to walk out here with these big ass designer bags. I know you got something in it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I fuck with it. Y'all gotta find something else to do, man. Is spring break really still a thing? Do kids even really do spring break anymore?
I feel like they do. I don't know where they do it, but I feel like they do.
Because I was like, me and you went to Raising Cane's the other day.
Yes,
I was over your crib. We went to Raising Cane's.
Great
and
box combo.
that seemed like where all the jits was at. That seemed like that's where they wanted to be. Was like Raising Cane's was the club. That's what it seemed like.
I mean, it could be. You get a nice box combo. You swap out the coleslaw for the bread.
2 breads.
Two breads. That's it. Cane's gets a lot of slander online. Granted, they say it's not good chicken. I don't know who hashtag they is, but I've seen a lot of the responses that say it's overrated chicken, it's white chicken, it's so on and so forth.
It's white chicken.
It's like it's not good chicken. You gotta go to Church's, and I'm just like I'm kind of new to Cane's. South Florida ended up getting its first Cane's like around fall time.
Yeah. So
I'm not like the person that's had Cane's for years and been like, this is fucking amazing. I like Cane's.
I've seen it closely to this compared to Zaxby's. That's been the big, and I don't want to get into the argument here, but that's what I've seen like the comparison is too.
My mom hates Zaxby's. She says it's too salty.
Okay, well I trust Mark's mom over most people, so I'll go with what she says. Shout out to Mark's mom. But again, you know what I'm saying? Like that seems like where they wanted to be at. I don't really know what the young youth is doing now. They mostly might be in parking lots doing TikTok dances. Who knows? But it seems like spring break, who's even flying out to Miami to do that anymore?
You know what I was just asking you, I think on that same day, because we were looking at photos of, oh my God, we were online and we were looking at it was on Josh's page. Josh had an old photo of him, I think around like that, the late teens of him and his boys out at what looked like the backdrop.
The photo booth joint.
Of a photo booth joint at like a teen club.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't think niggas do. I don't think those even exist anymore.
Teen clubs.
I don't think those exist anymore.
Have you been to a teen club?
In South Florida, I want to say around the time that I was just like, okay, now's the club era for me. I don't remember. What did we have? We had ecstasy out there, but I don't think I got
the drug?
No. I mean, there was ecstasy in South Florida, yes. Right. But the teen club at the time, I think was called Ecstasy. I don't think that I don't think I ever saw Ecstasy. No.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw Ecstasy. So we had them, and I'm sure plenty of people had a lot of fun times out there. I was not there. I was a little bit behind the curve there.
There was kids doing Ecstasy at that teen club.
Shout out to J. Cole. He told niggas to put it down.
I'm sure of it. But shout out to Cyrus. I know he's glad. I know he'll be able
What a random ass.
He'll be able to go outside. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cyrus.
Oh, I thought you would talk about, kids doing ecstasy. Shout out to Cyrus.
No, I'm saying shout out to Cyrus because they're not coming to Miami to bother him. I don't know what he's doing.